Good evening everyone. This is my video for stretching week. So I'm just going to do a shave-et shave. I'm going to talk about the stretches I do when I'm doing mine. So I'm just going to get lathered up and then I'll get going. So I've got a nice thin lather today with a soap sample from the special one, Philip Bow, which is lilac. I'm using the brush from Philip as well. Right, so I'll start with the grain pass, and I'll try and talk you through the stretches I use when I'm doing it. For the top, it's just a very simple one. You just pull slightly up with your fingers and go down. And then to go across, I just move my fingers over, pull them ever so slightly. Until I finish that bit. And then I don't just leave my fingers there, I always tend to move my fingers down my face, continue with the stretch, and keep adjusting them until I've done that part. Right, for stretching underneath my neck, I tend to just lift my chin up and pull it up and do it that way. So it's just raising your neck, lifting your chin up and making it smooth. So it gets over here, again I pull slightly up. Right, for doing to have to do this lower part going upwards, I just tend to twist my neck around, twist my mouth around and lift my head up. And also pull down slightly with my fingers. Okay. And you should mirror it for the other half. So again, pull down, lift your neck up, pull your chin up, and just do that. Alright, so I just do this bottom half, just pulling down with my hand, keep my head raised, and just finishing it off. So if I do the lower part of my neck, again it's the same as the other side. Pull down, lift up, and if you want, twist your neck, twist your mouth around as well. Right, down here, so just again just lift up, go down, slightly across, okay, so that's the first pass. Right, the second pass I do it all with my right hand, so this is slightly different. And on my neck I go all the way down because I can't go all the way down the first time, so I do it the second time. And this second pass shows another couple of things you can do that you don't tend to do in the first pass, or I don't anyway. And that's pulling your ears back and inflating air in your cheeks. So if I will start on the left side, so again, pull my ears back. As I get closer towards the middle of my cheek, I start to inflate some air into it. Like that. Then do it again underneath. Now with this you've got to slightly scoop the razor at the start. And if you get over here and the stretch starts to not work, you can always just adjust your fingers and start the stretch from further in. Like that. Right, go down. As I do all this with my right hand. Again, just pull it with my finger. So just again pulling down. Keep my chin raised, my neck up, and it creates enough stretch because you don't want to stretch too much. You just want to get it so your skin's nice and tight and leave it there. I think it's one of the important things when you get used to stretching is the fact that you're combining techniques all the time. You're not just sort of relying on doing this or relying on pulling your ears back or stretching your skin down. You're sort of combining things to the point where for you skin gets tight and then you know you've got it right. Right. Move it aside. Again, I only start to inflate when halfway over because you don't want to go like that for 5 minutes. Just lose your breath. And on the lower half of my cheek, I tend to just do that rather than actually inflate air more. Just because you don't need to. Because you've got your jaw there, there's quite a big, strong bone structure, so you don't need to inflate air like you do over your sallow cheeks. So just tend to twist more as well. Something you can use for stretching is an alum block on your fingers, and some people don't like it because obviously alum sort of takes thickness away, so not everyone's a fan of that. But there is something else you can use as well, which Dr. Matt's daughter produces, and she calls them dude cloths, and these are great. We can also use these to keep our fingers dry and to help with the stretch, because they're more grippy than your fingers. So if I sort of pull down, again as before, there's not a huge amount of pulling there, but I'm doing most of it just by raising my chin and lifting my neck up. And I tend to sort of like, if I use this, I tend to use it as well as my fingers, just to give me a better grip, because this one grips better than my fingers, but my fingers have got, for me, slightly better control. Again, to go down, I'm just pulling down slightly there. And adjusting my fingers as I go further up. And for this one, you're also slightly clenching your jaw to make that bottom part smooth. And something I use is a rag, just to dry my razor off, because I'd rather do that than put it in the water. It's not a straight razor, it's a hair shaper, but I still rather do it because it's easy. You want to keep everything dry if you can. So that's my shave done. I mean, something you will see straight shavers doing is when they lather up the cleaning bits off here and here, around the goatee underneath the beard line. And it is a good habit to get into, because it just keeps everything nice and dry and clean and makes it easy for your hand to stick, whether you're using dude cloths or just your fingertips or using alum. It sticks better if your skin's nice and dry than if it's wet. So you know, so it is a good idea to do that. All right, hope this helps. Thanks. Bye bye.